Ladies and gentlemen, Roshan Space Brandcom is redefining the Indian OH landscape with iconic and spectacular media that are capturing the attention of brands and audiences. In a first, the pioneering OH company has unveiled the one-of-its-kind Prodigy Twin. Two tall, identical, top-notch DOH media displays on either side of the busy Chunabhatti connector in Mumbai. The towering twin looms large as over 90,000 vehicles pass by every day and grab the attention of over 1.2 lakh people who work at BKC and adjoining areas. Today we have the honor to speak with the person who has envisioned this entire project. He's none other than the magnetic personality, Managing Director of Roshan Space, Mr. Junaid Sheikh. Junaid, thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure to meet you, Mohit.
The remarkable thing about Roshan Space is that you not just establish iconic media sites, but you also enhance the whole beautification of city's landscape. Tell us about your outlook on this and where does Prodigy Twin fit in?
Well, we had, first of all, the possibility of a great landscape that we could put up billboards on either sides of the road. That was a great opportunity for us. Even though we could have spent maybe 1/4 of what we've spent on it, we decided to create a landmark across in the whole country and probably in the world as well. So we decided to create a specialized format specifically for this particular environment, and BKC being such a busy and the most premium traffic, we wanted to give brands a center stage, and especially for luxury brands that do not have the possibility to have an asset where brand and the asset could complement each other.
Let's also talk about DOH advertising. You have been quite vocal about it. You have been a great advocate of it. Tell me, at a time when making an investment in this space looks not a very easy decision for a lot of people because, the DOH is still at a nascent stage in our markets. Tell me how much of an investment has gone into Prodigy Twin and, what's the steps that you're going to take to get the best ROI out of it?
We believe in the might of DOH. We've covered all aspects. It's not just the screen that you put up and the story's over.
Right.
We've gone deep into it, and we understand what the brands want. We understand the needs of the brand. We understand that there's a need gap for high-end brands to be positioned as high-end. If you talk about investments, I mean, they're very high investments. There are so many brands that need that differentiation, and we've already created that differentiation. 50% of their job has already been done by creating something like this. Investments are very high. We go extra mile to deliver the best. We don't compromise on quality. We have the highest quality standards in terms of our content management system, in terms of our LED screen, our electricals. We've used around 25,000 meters of cables in this project. I mean, that itself speaks about the mammoth, the size, the mega project. And we continue to do that. We've done the same with the largest billboard of Asia. We've created, it's a 58 meters tall standalone billboard. We've created a network of the longest DOH network of Prodigy on the Western Express Highway. We've created Prodigy, ED 7, which is a set of seven billboards. What essential is that we use the art and the science clubbed in together to create such projects.
DOH has come up in significant ways, especially in Mumbai. Yet the quality of media assets that you put up are distinctly different. I want to know, how do you keep your creative juices flowing? What has been your approach on this front?
I get goosebumps when you ask me such questions because I remember each and every moment that we've gone through it. We have a perfect team. We are really good designers, and we think out of the box, and we're always thinking, how can we create that difference? How can we promote DOH? How can we be the forerunners? How can we pave the way and let others, follow? And to keep up to that, we always work with the best of the designers, the best of the engineers, the best of the technology providers. We haven't compromised a percentage even to kind of deliver these designs. For us, it's more about the journey and the learning. And since DOH has come in, we feel like our journey has started all over again. So we want to create this need and this subconscious, and engrave in the subconscious memory of the audience that they have seen this ad and they know exactly where they've seen it. That's the job that we want to do, and everything that we do is, about that.
Junaid, since you have mentioned a lot about the team, I want to understand, are there any criteria that you look for, in a partnership on your partners? Who are some of your technology partners for hardware?
First and foremost, we look for integrity. You know, that is extremely important to us. We look for transparency, and we look for I go myself, I do research on them, I go to their factories, I visit their the team, I understand what their basic fundamental of the business is, and we make sure that they're on the far that on the top end of research and development. Only then we engage. So the people that we work with, we make sure also that they're stimulating us mentally, that are people who are smarter than us, people who are bringing in value on the table. So it's all about the experience at the end of the day. It's experience.
Any particular thoughts on the approach to brand engagement for Prodigy Twin? Are the media costs fitting into the media plans of the brands?
Let me put it this way. If you look at Bombay now, and if you have to say, name the most iconic build sites in Bombay, for an agency or for a brand, if they want to make a mark, if they want to make a clear impact, and they don't want to go with numbers, they want to go with quality, there are 4 or 5 assets that are present which belongs to us, and that's a very clear decision. If we want our clients and we want the audience to make a decision as quick as possible, we create these assets around it. We're actually consuming maybe 30-40% of the budgets of media plans in the city, but not in terms of numbers, but in terms of impact. BKC, where we are at, you have the biggest bankers, you have the biggest corporates of the world that exist here, and it's a no-brainer for us. I mean, where we know that we can invest and we can have the return on investments in not just in terms of money, but also in terms of value that we add. It's very clear.
One message to all the media planners, buyers, advertisers on Prodigy Twin.
Talk to us. We have the solutions for you. We have created this from scratch. We understand our media very well. As you can see, there's so many possibilities. It's about 6,400 square feet of landscape, of screens that you have on both sides. So with that in mind, and that's how we think. I mean, if you are given a 6,400 square feet land space to build on, what are you going to do? We need to think creating an impact. We need to think how we could create an ad that could be amplified in social media, and that's why we've created this. Our assets are displayed on social media. They're amplified on social media, and it's not just about DOH anymore. It's about DOH and all other digital platforms in sync with it. At the end of the day, you see millions of ads a day. What do you remember? Who do you remember, and how will you remember? That's the question we need to ask. We'd be happy to work with all the custodians and the decision makers in the out-of-home industry, because I can tell you something. What you find in Prodigy Twin, you will not find in the world. You may have assets, but it's so close to each other. It's so close. It's like as if you are, this whole place is enhanced because of this, asset. And there's so much possibilities. Let's explore. Come to us.
So guys, these were some of the wonderful insights that Mr. Junaid Sheikh had to share with us. Junaid, thank you once again for your time. We look forward to such attractive, elegant design medias more and more coming from you. And to all the people who aspire to walk on your footsteps, I hope they get all the learnings that you've shared with us.
Thank you. We grow DOH together.